Are my customers moving towards my competitors? If yes, who are those competitors? What are the reasons my customers move towards these competitors? These are questions which brands ask all the time. Today, I'm going to show you a method by which you are able to identify this in a very fast manner based upon the broader set of data available. Compared to surveys or any other methods you have tried so far, this is going to be the most fastest and the most effective way, I would say. So here, what we have done is we have collected reviews of all these brands like Milwaukee, DeWalt, Black& Decker, Metabo, and so on. And we have collected this data primarily from e-commerce sources like Amazon, Home Depot, Acme, Lowe's, Walmart, and so on. We have collected this data. And then using AI models, we are inspecting all the reviews to look at like what are the brand mentions. For example, here in Milwaukee's reviews, how many of the customers are actually talking about DeWalt? You can find that 92 people are talking about DeWalt and 80% of them are talking negative about DeWalt. So that's a very, very positive indicator for Milwaukee. Similarly, you can look at DeWalt. For DeWalt, it's getting mentioned in several of the brands. For example, in Milwaukee, it is getting mentioned, Ryobi is mentioned, Metabo, Black& Decker, and so on. As you can see here, in Milwaukee, it is highly negative. That means that customers are moving towards Milwaukee from DeWalt. For Black& Decker, it is positive. What that means is that customers are moving from Black& Decker to DeWalt. It is negative for Ryobi. What that means is that customers are moving from DeWalt towards Ryobi, and so on. You can, in fact, also see the exact customer journeys of why customers are moving from DeWalt to any of the other brands. For example, here, works great moving away from DeWalt because of poor battery reliability. Also have M18 blower. So they are actually talking about why they are moving from DeWalt towards Milwaukee. If you want further details about what is the overall summary of why customers prefer another brand compared to DeWalt, for example, Milwaukee compared to DeWalt, you can go into our Genie and then explore further. For example, list down the context and sentiment of DeWalt in brand in Milwaukee reviews. So here is the answer. The analysis indicates that consumer opinions favor Milwaukee over DeWalt. Very clear. Due to superior performance, brand battery reliability, lighter design, and overall enhanced experience. So that's a summary of the whole set of customer journeys or reviews which you could go through. It also details it out in terms of brand reputation, performance and efficiency, battery power, and so on. You can as well see the underlying verbatims from where it has actually picked up this particular answer. In fact, the insight what you're seeing right now is set up using an AI analysis workflow using ClueTrack. You can, in fact, any kind of analysis workflow like this using AI. For example, here, the analysis workflow what we have set up is to identify competitor mention and sentiment using very detailed LLM prompt, as you can see here. So here, it's talking about this is a particular prompt what we have used. Here is a review of a product called SKU from the brand and then review, and it is actually going about explaining how you can get these insight about the competition. That's what it is mentioned here. Thank you very much. Bye bye.